Hey guys, uh, where to start? Not been on live for a couple of days, and it's usually me wasn't able to. Till moments. Excuse me a moment. But yeah, it's usually myself that's unable to, but this time it wasn't. I'm just checking the time. You have to bear with me, guys. Right, there we go. Right. I'm going to start at the beginning. It's going to be a very short live because I'm absolutely tuckered. Yesterday. My mum's been unwell for a while, and I think I've explained she's in heart failure and a few other things. We couldn't get a doctor's appointment. The receptionists are like Rottweilers. They truly are like Rottweilers. You can't get past them. And if you can't get past them, you're in trouble. Regardless, I managed to get an appointment through the triage system, and the doctor phoned my mum and said, "Can you come in?" Basically, she was diagnosed with vertigo 3 weeks ago. She was sick with it, dizzy, couldn't get out of bed, but was given no medication. Despite having a paramedic come out and diagnose her. 2 moments. What are you doing? Come on. Come on. Me and you'll have word about this. Sorry about this, guys. It's my cat, Roger. Despite having been really ill with it, there was no medication, nothing. The paramedic said, I'm going to, and I don't blame the paramedic in any way, shape, or form. He said, I'm going to relay this back to your doctor and they'll be in touch. 3 weeks passed, 3 weeks of my mum gradually getting worse, not getting any better, until she couldn't stand it anymore. So I phoned the doctors again, managed to get through the triage system. They phoned up and they said, you need to come in. She could barely get out of bed. So my dad helped her there, and I had another something else to do, which was, I thought, well, I had a funny feeling. My mum, excuse me, Regina, stop it. I had a funny feeling that my mum wasn't going to come home. Oh, so I waited on hand, cancelled all my plans, and waited. And my dad knocked at the door. And he said, your mother's got to go to hospital now, but she wants to take a shower first. They said to her, you need to go straight up. But she wanted to shower first. Crazy woman. An hour and a half later, we managed to get on our way. And 2 moments, no. Bad girl. We got on our way and we couldn't find the department we needed because we'd been given very sketchy information, just that we needed not to go to A&E. We needed to go to the GP centre. No, to the GP. So we got to GP Collaborative, and she says, no, you need to be put GP centre, which is all in the... You'll have to excuse my cat. She's in a bit of a mood at the moment. Regina, stop it. And it's all in the same centre, but obviously it wasn't ideal that she was going round. And she broke my lamp. So we got there. They said, you need to be up to the GP centre. So my dad drove us up to the GP centre. And I says, I'll take it from here. And we'll get a taxi on because we thought we were going to be a while. I had a funny feeling they thought she'd had a stroke again because they said something about an eye not following like they wanted. So I knew we were going to be there a while. Goes in the GP centre, and the GP says, no, shouldn't be here. Go over to, I'm going to tell you anyway, Huntsman. Goes to Huntsman. The reception, as we're told, no reception. 15 minutes I stood there, and I pulled a random nurse going past and said, we're looking for this, we have an appointment, blah, blah, blah. And she says, go to orthopaedics. Goes to orthopaedics. You'll have to excuse my cat, she's been a little pain. We go to orthopaedics, and she says, no, you need to be one floor up, walk down there. All this time, I have mobility problems. My mum has mobility problems. She has vertigo. We go one floor up. Finally, get to an ward. And they said, yes, you should be here. I said, brilliant. A ward? Yes. Right, what's going off? So we ended the letter, and she says, right, yes, this is where you need to be. But, and my face just dropped, and she says, we have no bed free, and we're back to back at the moment, so you're in for a long wait. You need to go back to A&E, give them this letter and tell them that you're not to be put on their list, but to be put on a different list. You're going to for bed. So we trotted all the way back through the hospital again to A&E, and this is at over a 2.5 hour period. And goes through A&E, and he says, no, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be waiting here. You need in the bed. I says, no, they just sent us. I stood in that queue 15 minutes waiting just to speak to someone. And he says, right, 10 minutes of conversation with him, both scratching their heads and both going back and forth between one another. He looked on the computer and went, aha, you need to be in a sticks. They're ready for you. Back up to where we've been. And she says, no, you need to be in there. Goes in there. And at this point, we were just so tired. We flaked out. My mum's diabetic. I'm diabetic. No water, no medication. This was right from the morning. Finally, at 6 o'clock that night, my mum had some blood done. This is an emergency as well. They're a good hospital, don't get me wrong. They're just back to back at the moment. So I thought. They then took her in to have a blood pressure check, and it was sky high. And at this point, they were like, we think you may be staying. So I thought, right, I've got everything sorted at home. I always have an emergency bag packed. We then waited and waited. A lovely, lovely, lovely senior nurse come who works under the doctor. She specialises in strokes and things like that, vertigo, things to do with the brain. She did a few tests with my mum. My mum couldn't lay back because the position of her neck, it doesn't allow her to lay flat, which is why she couldn't, while she's in the state she's in, couldn't go in the MRI because she can't, she goes dizzy and purple. And the senior nurse then helped to sit up, and she says, I'm really apologetic, really lovely. And she says, it's good that it's happened while you're here because I can get a better look. She then did a few tests that were really hard for me to watch. She had to snap my mum's head from this side really quickly, then snap it back and see how my mum reacted. And we found out that she has no peripheral vision at all. Now, I see a lot of failings in this. I see the opticians have failed her because we had an optician's test 2 weeks previous, and the optician man said, you don't need glasses now. My mum has wore glasses since she was 8 years old. She's 74. And she said, you don't need glasses now. So I said to my mum, what test did they do? She just sees a red colour and it's a blue colour, and I picked him right. Okay. And that's it. Turns out she's got no peripheral vision at all. She can only see if it's directly in front of her face. She can't see if it's there, and she can't see if it's there. So, which makes her a danger on the roads outside on her own. So that's a no-no now. Plus, she's going dizzy every time. This lovely nurse, and all staff were lovely, to be fair. She come around, she said, your doctor should have done a lot more than they've been doing. And she would just outright come out with it. And we were like, she says, but she had to give her a booster needle to help with the dizziness, which she gave her. And it took me a while, but they gave some TTOs. My cat settled down, thankfully. Some TTOs for the vertigo and sickness. And we finally, at around 10 o'clock last night, were told we could be discharged for 3 days. If this hasn't gone off, I should point out Maria, the nurse anyway, really lovely. She turned around and said, in her opinion, it's not a stroke, it's a peripheral vision problem that's brought the vertigo on. So mine was eased tremendously because I've been through a stroke with my mum before, and having to watch her going MRIs and CTs when my mum's frightened and claustrophobic was horrendous. If I could take it away from her, I would. I then thought, right, and my poor younger brother had come up to the hospital to pick us up and was kept waiting over an hour outside in car park. I felt awful. But we were okay about it. Drove us home. And then today we got a phone call to say that she'd got an infection as well. Her iron were low, blah, blah, blah. And if this hasn't cleared in 3 days, we're going to be repeating some tests, going back up. I'll be more prepared next time. Crossword, word searches, job lot. And we will be basically looking at a stroke, but I agree with the nurse and the doctor in their opinion is that it's a peripheral thing and not a stroke. And that's just some watching all tests that they've done. She doesn't think it's to do with brain. So this is why I've not been on live. But I do want to thank, I've had some new subscribers. I want to thank new and old. It's all right. My cat's decided it was going to go to sleep. It's now playing. And yeah. I was going to go live at night, but it's going to be, just give me a moment. My brain is total fog at the moment. I think Friday when I next go live. And like I said, I've had some new subscribers. Thank you so much. You don't know how much it means to me. I'm a person that's always thought I couldn't achieve anything, and it might only be 4,000 subscribers to other big creators, but to me it's a massive achievement, and that's all it is. It's just massive to me, and I really can't thank you enough. And can I just recommend a lovely lady's channel? Her name is Crystal. I'll get you a channel name tomorrow or day after. Honestly, she's so lovely. She's the most genuine person I've ever seen live. And she's got a lot of subs. I think she's got 200,000 she's just celebrated. But she's absolutely lovely. And if she ever sees this video, shout out, because you're amazing, and ignore the hate. Believe who you are, and you are a genuine, lovely, lovely person. Anyway, guys, enough rambling on. I'm going to be getting off. And yes, keep watching my shorts for me, please. Short videos. And I'm going to be uploading some others. What are in my drafts. And yeah. So guys, I'm going to be getting off now. Thank you so much. Bye guys, and I shall see you on Friday.